Well, we have another little buck deer, yearling. It's probably about a year old right now. And by itself, because Mom has kicked it off. It's a theme this time of the year. There goes that mom with the baby calf. Another yearling bull elk. He's going to be a spike this year. And we'll see in the next video that Mom isn't totally gone yet. There's Mom. But you'll notice that she is going to try and get rid of him. Different part of the preserve. Got some bull elk coming in. See them in different places around the preserve. Two more smaller ones. They were right behind that other one, so I'm sure they're really together, but the other one's just off the screen. Back down where the mom and the spike were, I assume this is the mom again, but it could be a different elk. And then the turkeys come in this time of the year. They tolerate each other pretty well. The turkeys are always trying to dominate each other. This is a bunch of jakes, so these are year-old toms. You can tell that because their beards are short. This is an interesting phenomenon. I've seen this 2 or 3 times where they get a hold of each other's beaks and they're just trying to push on each other and see who's the biggest and toughest. The other one will kind of strut up to him and give him a side dance, and this is if you look right at the turkey's feet, you can see the little baby chicks. June 2nd is about the earliest I've seen baby chicks, and we'll see more later. This elk is enjoying the spring day or being bothered by bugs, whichever way you want to look at it. The tree that's across the trail here had just fallen down. Not only do babies frolic, sometimes big people frolic as well. This is funny. These hens come in and notice all the toms start strutting. Even though they were there to eat, they just can't help but show off for the ladies. And another bull elk down at the bottom of the hill. It's hard to tell if this is the same one that was up in the earlier video. Same day, probably 3/4 of a mile to a mile apart. The